Mike Buzz Bazzelli, thank you for joining me again here on BURGH Vivant. We're talking about food today.
Yes, I'm an expert.
Which is something many of us are fond of. We attended recently at Lidia's Italy, Pittsburgh, preview dinner of Tanya Bastianich, Manuali's latest book, Healthy Pasta, The Sexy, Skinny, and Smart Way to Eat Your Favorite Food. Now,
co-written by her brother Joseph Bastianich.
Now, Tanya is actually going to be a guest on our show here in a few weeks talking about the book. But tonight we're going to do a review of what we had to eat, some of the dishes from the book. So the purpose of that dinner, Tanya was there on hand. She was delightful, chatting about these recipes. They did some samples in 4 courses
with a wine pairing,
right? Which was fantastic.
Yeah. I started with the prosecco.
Yes.
So before we even had a bite of food, well, that's not true because I had like breadsticks, which are like cheesy breadsticks. But they were long and thin, so I
figured that was
so I ate like 10 of them. Yeah,
that's where they went. I didn't have a single one. But anyhow, all at once, because you figured 10 thin ones made one big one.
One big giant. Yes,
that's not true. That's not how it went down.
Anyway, no, but the prosecco went down easy. I'll tell you that.
Yes, it was very good. It was
very light and airy. It was not too sweet.
The Floor Prosecco, which is from the Bastianich winery.
Their own
Bastianich
winery.
Vineyards. Yes, it was delicious. So this was a 4-course dinner. Now, typically, Tanya said that, to go with the healthy choices, with the all recipes under 500 calories.
Skinny and sexy.
You wouldn't be having a 4-course meal, but they did want to demonstrate 4 courses that could be done with recipes from this book. So the first course, the antipasti, we had a pasta frittata with sausage, bell pepper, and scallions. This is how I dream eggs should be. I'm terrible. I can't get eggs right. Not an omelet, nothing, because they'll either burn it, but this is how I dream a frittata would be. We only got a little
fluffy,
slice,
creamy,
but substantial, a lot of flavor, and I think that came from the sausage, bell pepper, and scallions. And I'm the type that I'll eat breakfast any time of day. Eggs, frittata, omelet, love it.
Breakfast for dinner.
So restaurants that will do that for me, I love.
Oh, okay.
Including McDonald's, unfortunately. And this was paired with a summer couscous salad and crunchy vegetables.
I love the summer couscous. Couscous is another thing that it can be much like brown rice. You have to cook it just right.
Now, along with this in the antipasti, we had turkey meatballs, which I enjoyed because
I don't eat
you are a vegetarian, which I don't know if a lot of people know that about you.
Oh, okay. Well.
But is it a secret? Have we revealed something?
Oh, no. I have no secrets.
But here's what I'll tell you about the turkey meatballs. Really substantial size, but a lot of times, the quality of the meat or the amount of grease and fat in it, it'll kind of sit wrong with you. These, again, were done with a recipe from Healthy Pasta. So these were very light, very nourishing. You didn't feel like, guilty eating these meatballs.
And very light red sauce.
And the way that they were done, because you can have, 4 meatballs can be a meal. The way that they were done, it was a perfect appetizer. You didn't feel that it was, too heavy, too greasy, and, the quality of meat was excellent. And again, of course, this was paired with the Bastianich Floor Prosecco, which really blended everything together nicely.
I know. I wanted more Prosecco.
So then we had a salad, ensalada.
Oh, it was the ensalada cotta cruda. Cotta cruda.
Now, this wasn't necessarily from a recipe in the book, because salads by nature are typically healthy, unless you're in Pittsburgh and throwing French fries on.
Though there was a coddled egg in this salad.
And we didn't know what a coddled egg was.
You didn't know.
You knew what it was.
Yeah. Speak for yourself.
I'm thinking we just one that's like given a little extra love and care.
That's a cuddled egg.
Well, no.
It's when you sleep with it next to your bed.
I ain't sleeping with no eggs. But no, this was very good. It was a simple salad, but what really, I think, made it appetizing to me was there was a very light dressing on it that was, everything was mixed together, and it had just the right hints of salt and vinegar, not too much.
Not a lot of, not swimming in dressing, very light touch on the dressing, which is another healthy, sexy, smart option by going with a very light dressing. The cruda is Italian for crudité, so raw vegetables, cruda.
Yes, and my dining companion certainly put the crude in crudité.
I do put the crude in crudité.
But then we got onto the main course, pasta.
Oh, pasta!
So now Lydia's typically always has a pasta trio on their menu.
Right.
You can get 3 different types of pasta, very fresh, prepared 3 different ways. So it's a very filling entree.
Right.
And
at home, you're probably supposed to make one of them.
Right.
And eat probably the portion of one of them.
Well, this really is what Tanya's book is all about, that, pasta getting a bad rap, that you can't eat it while you're on a diet, carbs are evil, but she actually presents a lot of very healthy ways that you can prepare it for yourself. Right. I know. Read the book. And she'll talk about it a little bit more in
you don't mean now. Oh, okay.
No,
Sorry.
No.
Okay.
But the pasta trio this evening was, the first of the trio was penne with roasted mushrooms, asparagus, and pine nuts.
The mushrooms had a nice woody texture. Not like, it wasn't, there was like several kinds of mushrooms, I believe.
And the great thing about mushrooms, I think, is that they're the sponge of the vegetable world. They'll soak up a lot of the flavor that you're trying to achieve.
Then you had the bucatini with tomatoes and prosciutto.
Right, that was
sort of a red sauce.
Right, which you avoided again because of the prosciutto that was in it, which really I didn't really get a lot of or a taste of. So if it was there, it was minimal.
Right, yeah.
Now to me, this struck me as your standard red sauce pasta. Again, the thing that really stood out with this is very fresh. Not only the freshness of the sauce, but the freshness of the noodles.
Yeah, they make their own noodles.
When it comes to pasta, that makes all the difference. And these, now see, when I make pasta on my own, I like thin pastas.
Right.
Angel hair. Because I don't know.
This was a thick. That was
spaghetti because
size.
In my mind, thin noodles will trap more of the flavor because you just have more.
But sometimes you want a big noodle.
So these.
And then we finished with an orzo with mint and peas.
Right. Now, this is the one that you suggested to have for last because of the mint. It was a good finish.
Nice palate cleanser. You don't want to, eat something with mint and then have something else. It's like when you brush your teeth and have a muffin.
Now, and again, that it was very interesting that the mint gave it, like a whole. It was not what you would typically think of a pasta.
Right.
And now that's page 45 in Tanya's book. I almost would like to make that as a small, side.
Oh, it'd be a lovely
an entree.
Side. It really would.
It's one of those things you could have as an entree or have as a little side.
Right, because they had snap peas in it.
Mm-hmm. And then we finished with a little dessert. And again, because
strawberry rhubarb compote, with a rhubarb compote with a strawberry rhubarb sorbet and a little cookie that was a ginger snap. Now, the woman sitting next to me suggested take a little one bite of each and put it on your spoon. And they blended so well together.
Yeah, I had trouble with it because I had stuff falling. I'm like, no, they got all.
Well, the cookie was hard to break into because it is a solid.
Well, ginger snaps by nature are
snappy.
Yeah.
It was snapped and cracked. Delicious dessert. The rhubarb compote. I don't cook a lot with rhubarb. I don't eat a lot of rhubarb, but it was delicious. It had, once again, the nice combination of flavors with you had both sweet and a little bit of sour.
Well, very well enjoyed, and again, most all of these recipes can be found in the Healthy Pasta book, which we'll be talking with Tanya a little bit later.
Right, and her brother's like a runner or something, so he's trying to stay really fit.
She talked about that.
And, runners eat a lot of carbs.
You need to.
Because, that's like they do the carbo load, and then go running. I do the carbo loading and skip the running.
Well, different strokes for different folks.
Exactly.
And you'll probably have a stroke. Pasta is hard to eat in a sexy way. I will never eat pasta on a date. I will never order pasta if I'm out on a date. So I never order pasta because I'm never out on a date. Because it is hard, especially if it's the noodle. You got to whipping around and stuff.
I've
and, slapping your
never
face.
been a good twirler.
Not even as a majorette? They kicked you out?
Yeah, I dropped the baton all the time. your spoon.
Pasta's a great thing to eat in the privacy of your own house.
Yes.
But, if it's the noodles...
That's the sexy part of it.
Right.
Eat it in your underwear. Puttanesca is whore's sauce because you can make it really fast, and this, so you don't, it's because you're busy doing other things. No, it's used plus the smell of the garlic, and it would entice. They would cook it in there, and it would entice men to come by.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do they make it in a cologne?
Puttanesca cologne. No, just eat sauce like I eat sauce, and you're wearing it anyway.
Out of the jar?
Especially with a white shirt. I can't eat pasta with white shirts. So, cheers to
the shirts are a little tough to chew.